What's up, y'all? It's your boy KevOnStage. So tired of being called ashy. I told Jay I'm gonna have gloves on. I make sure to wear pants because I just don't want to hear it, but it's hot.
You start doing these in a sleeping bag.
Exactly. But I put lotion on for you guys. You guys are making me a better person.
Me too.
See? Coco's Palmer for Jay. All right. Here's Big Irish Jay. You should know him by now. If you've been he's been it's almost a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've been dating a month.
Yeah.
YouTube people.
So we're gonna get right to it because we have a lot of questions to ask Big Irish Jay for the dating of Big Irish Jay.
And also, can I say this? All the compliment, very flattering.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, I should be getting none of this attention.
Jay is getting married women attention.
Home
wrecker. Home wrecker.
Hey, what can I say? No, but I thank you all the very kind words. It's very flattering, and I don't deserve it.
All right. If you hear a chop in the video, it's just because this can only shoot for 12 minutes and then we have to start over. So here we go. Yeah. Do you go to church, Irish Jay? If so, what denomination? Are you saved? I'm married, but just wondering. First question, out of the box.
Yeah. This is where I lose all my YouTube subscribers that came over from you. No, all right. So I'll give you my little background. So I was never told or forced to go to church or anything like that growing up. My grandparents were Catholic. My family, that's the stereotype of Irish. They're Irish Catholic, and most of my family is. But nobody made me go to church growing up, so I never really went. I'd go with my cousins sometimes or my grandparents every once in a while, but nothing consistent.
Right.
Then, around the time I turned 21, I got the bug, or I got the Holy Spirit. Started doing the stretching. Down the street from me lived the Garlington family. Matt and Mark were like brothers to me. They're still some of my closest friends, and their father was the pastor at Maranatha Church.
Maranatha Church is a black church.
Oh yeah.
That's in Portland, right?
Yeah, Portland, Oregon.
Still a black
Portland.
church. That's where all the Seattle choirs and Tacoma choirs went when they performed in Portland. It was at Maranatha.
Yeah, it was a great church. And so when I was like, well, I think I want to search out the Lord, I went to Maranatha, and I was hardcore. Like I was in basic, which was brothers and sisters in Christ.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think I was the only white dude.
You were all in, Jay.
Oh,
you
yeah.
were playing with it.
And so I did that. I got saved. I was there. I was hardcore, and then some stuff happened. I was trying to think about this the other day. Why I kind of stopped. Some stuff happened at the church, and how they Matt and Mark's father passed away, and how the Garlington family was treated. I didn't really like. It's drama, church drama, and then
Church hurts, man.
Yeah.
Lose them every time.
And then I moved up to Seattle for a while, and I think I'd mentioned this to you. I was going to go to this new church, and they had like a new members orientation, right?
Yeah.
So I go to this thing, and the pastor's wife she's telling us how before she was saved, she had like multiple abortions, which, whatever, I'm not judging. But then she was like, okay, now all you new members, tell us your deepest, darkest sin.
In front of everybody?
Yeah, give us your dirt. And I was like, check please, I'm out. And then, and so where I'm at now, my mentality is, I consider myself a Christian with a Buddhist twist.
Okay, what is that?
And what I mean by that is, I believe in God, but I really truly believe that God is all loving. I don't believe in a vindictive God, and I believe that God or the higher power has all of the best qualities and not any of the worst. And to me, being revengeful or spiteful or vindictive, to me that's a negative thing, and I don't see an all-loving God. So I always say I'd rather you be a good Muslim or a good Mormon or Jehovah's Witness than a bad Christian. Whatever you believe, if it helps you to be righteous, I support it.
Except 100%. Like white supremacy, can we agree that that's...
Are they Christian white supremacists? No. Yeah. And I really like a lot of the Buddhist teachings that I've read. We talked a little bit about this. Buddhism is really they call the it's not a pastor, they call it a teacher or sifu. Shifu.
Like Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Master Shifu?
Yeah, that's it.
Shut up, serious?
Yeah, that's when I taught martial arts, that was my title. It's Sifu, or you go Sihing, Sifu, Sigong, or Sibak, Sigong. And but yeah, they just, in Buddhism, they say, here's some teachings. If you can apply it to your life, great. If you can't, don't.
Oh, wow.
And I mentioned this story. My buddy is Buddhist, and he married a lady that's Catholic. Mm-hmm. And his sifu told him, your job as a Buddhist is not to make your wife a Buddhist. Your job as a Buddhist is to help her be the best Catholic she can be. Which to me, I think is, if all religions were like that, it would be an amazing place.
Awesome, Jay. So we got that.
Yeah.
We got that. Good.
Thank you, everybody. It was nice seeing everyone.
Yeah, we know.
Everybody's unsubscribing now. Unsubscribe.
No, they still love you, Jay. Okay, next question. What's your age cutoff, Jay?
I think people are wondering on the young side. Obviously you got to be over 21.
Just to be safe. Not even 18. There's some 15-year-olds that are like, they look 20.
Dude,
so we're checking IDs because this is a crime.
Yeah.
21. Yeah. Let me see your ID.
And it's, I don't know, it's more like, would I get along with the person? I mean, off of just a number, like if you said, would you date a 21-year-old? My first thought would be like, yeah, I could date a 20, but are we gonna mesh personality-wise? But, I'm not the most mature guy. I'm, should I tell my age?
Tell them your age. First of all, you are not going to believe how old Irish J is. Share with the people.
42.
42! I know you don't believe it because when Jay told me, I was like, I'm sorry, you're what?
Fat don't crack?
It's black don't crack. Black and fat.
Yeah.
Don't crack.
I just keep getting fatter, you never wrinkle.
He looks exactly the same as he did when I met him in like 2008 or something.
As far as the oldest, I'll date a girl for 45, whatever, but the only thing is I think at some point I'm going to want to have kids. I mean, I better start, TikTok.
Black people, we got our set. So white people tend to they don't have no problems having their first kid 35.
Yeah.
Black people, you want to know a funny story?
Yeah.
My great-grandma had my grandma, 16. My grandma had my mom, 16. My mom had my brother, 16. My brother had his first kid, 16. So Zay, you freaking, you do it!
Yeah, Zay, watch this.
Chop your balls off. I won't. Please, Zay, just make it to 21. Give us a shot.
So any age, as long, I can date 21 to whatever. If we mesh, we mesh. I mean, I'm a big kid. I'm all about enjoying life and having fun. Handle the stress when it comes up, but then get back to having fun.
Absolutely. Okay, here's the next question, Jay. Listen to it all the way through. Okay.
All right.
What's your ideal type of woman? Height, weight, light skin, dark skin. You like thick girls or them skinny girls?
Okay. Height, I've dated anywhere from 5'2" to like... what's crazy is as tall as I am, people would assume you must want a real tall girl. 5'10", 5'11" is about maxed out.
Right.
6 foot. I went out with a girl one time that was 6'3", and it was so uncomfortable. We held hands, and her big hand and mine, it just looked like I was praying, and I just was looking at it this is so manly. As far as...
You're a heightist.
I am.
You're a heightist.
I am. Oh, and I'm going to say one other thing too. People keep noticing I almost always wear the same thing, a button up. And it's because usually I come here and then I'm doing an audition, and most of my auditions I'm playing a thug. So this is my thug attire.
You're the most nice.
And then this is, I don't know if anybody's seen how tall I am.
Yeah, your head's out.
Stand up. You gotta stand up.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
See, Jay's he's all over the. And I'm a tall guy. Yeah, Jay's one of the few people that I know that's taller than me.
Curvy. I like curvy. I always say I'd rather have a girl with curves than edges. I'd rather a girl be a little overweight than or I'd rather a girl be overweight than underweight. I don't want a twig or.
I think most men are like that.
My ideal, if you're talking just physically.
Perfect world?
Yeah, not personality at all, but just physically, Kim Kardashian. And it used to be Vivica Fox. And man, Vivica Fox used to be, back in that movie...
Independence Day.
That, and also, what was the one with Tommy Davidson and Jamie Foxx?
Booty Call?
Yes.
Gorgeous.
But now she...
Why did she
looks like the Joker.
Surgery?
I don't know. She was naturally beautiful. Selma Hayek? Oh, yeah.
Even Lil' Kim.
Yeah, now she's...
When we were young and she did the poster that we never should have saw.
I don't know what you're talking about.
beautiful.
I was a Christian.
She was beautiful. I just looked right here. I never looked at the bottom. Everybody I knew had that.
I was looking at the bottom.
Now listen, have you seen her now?
Yes.
She looks like a doll.
Cat lady. Yeah, dude.
Cat lady. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So curvy. I like curvy. Little in the middle, but she got much back.
Oh! Okay, next question, Jay. What type of food do you like to eat? Do you cook? And do you prefer a woman that cooks?
A woman that cooks is amazing.
I have never heard a man be like,
yeah,
nope, if you cook, negative, big negative.
Be gone, heathen.
Like even a man who cooks still prefers a woman that can cook.
I don't really like being a comic. It's hard. That's like the last girlfriend I had. It was awesome. She worked late hours, and I would get done with a comedy show, and then I'd go over to her place, and she would make me a little late night snack or meal. It was great. I don't really cook because I'm on the run. I have to do a lot of subway stops trying to eat somewhat healthy.
That's about as good as it gets. Well, see, the thing about being a comedian is after you get done, it's more than likely 11, 12.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's open that serves hot food usually serves unhealthy food. Jack in the Box, Denny's, IHOP. There's not the gluten-free vegan restaurants are closed at 6.
Which
so
I wouldn't go.
Even in LA, which has like the most healthy options of place I've ever seen. And Seattle is super healthy.
Yeah.
But LA is like freaking. I want to eat what the squirrels eat.
And as far as the food, like it's like the Irish stereotype, meat and potatoes. Like I'm very basic guy. I can't handle a lot of spicy stuff.
Me neither. I'm from El Paso. People are like, you're from El Paso, you don't like spicy food? And I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Anything that goes hot coming in, it's hotter out the back door.
And yeah, absolutely. And that's not a flavor, that's a temperature.
That's what I'm saying. The boy's godmom, literally, I'm not even joking to make a funny story, carries hot sauce in her purse. Everything. I mean, she's going through a Tabasco. Like, that's her sauce. It's ridiculous.
That's to be part of Ask a Black Guy.
Yeah. What to do with hot sauce, guys? Okay, next question, Jay.
Sure.
Would you date a ghetto black girl? No, I'm not one, LOL. And to what degree of ghetto-ness? There's a scale now,
Yeah. What's this? Is it a curve?
Well, you know what? Here's a follow-up question that's kind of similar. Would you rather date a black woman who's whitewashed, as they say, talk, think, and act like a total white woman, so you even wonder if she's black, or a white woman with curves and attitude of a black woman, the talk and everything else usually recognized in a black woman? So I guess those are two separate questions. So ghetto thing first, and then white girl, black girl.
I don't want some bubblegum smacking ghetto girl, white or black.
Right.
I remember I went out with this girl one time, light-skinned girl, and I'd met her, I think I met her at this park. This is a while ago, but we went to the movies, and right into the movies, everything was fine. We got to the movies, and she saw some friends, and now it's a talk show at the movie theater. And then we get done, and we're walking. We had parked in this huge garage complex, and we're walking. We're in the garage complex, and I can't find my car. I can't remember where I parked. Right. And she is just, nyah, 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 nyah. I can't believe you can't remember where you parked. How dumb you gotta be, you can't remember where. And I'm like, dummy, you're with me. You were with me when I parked. If you can't, I can't remember. You can't. Oh God. So I don't know. I don't want a ghetto girl. But I want somebody with street smarts.
Yes.
You're like, I have street smarts, but and I want a girl that has street smarts. And so on the other question, would I rather have a
whitewashed black girl?
A whitewashed black
black girl.
Does that mean she's like square too and no?
She's Stacey Dash and Clueless.
Ooh. I don't know. Like, I'd rather I mean, it's a good blend. Like, I'm not book smart. I'm street smart. And I think a good blend is good. But the one thing that might put it over is you said the white girl with curves.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for curves.
See, it's the curves you want, not the color. Black women generally have curves. Yeah. That's why you want them. Okay.
Well, I mean, Latina girls. I've dated it's like I said. Most of the white girls I've ever been attracted to usually date black guys.
Okay, next one. Will you date a virgin?
Yes, I would. Like, this is my whole theory on how do you say it?
Sex.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I always say, like, I'm especially at the age I'm at now. Yeah. It's like, I'm cool if whether it's a girl that's a virgin or some girl that wants to wait and take her time. Totally fine with that. I'm like, however you want to wait, that's totally fine. Only stipulations are, one, don't start nothing. There won't be nothing. And the other thing too is we can wait however long you want, but once it goes down,
open the flood.
Yeah.
So you could wait until marriage if it had to be.
Yeah, I mean if it's the right girl, if we're gigging and stuff, it's
I think most mature men aren't. I mean, okay, men want to have sex. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
But it's funny. There was a study. My wife hit me to this. She said, if given the option, would you rather have sex or a hot meal? And most men chose a hot meal. So I was like, seriously? And that really shows like
you get the right girl.
Because
it's one and the same.
Right. You get a sex fiend who's just who's a terrible person.
Right.
You don't want to have sex with that person.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around them. You know what I mean? So we get hung up on that.
Yeah. When I was younger, I could overlook anything personality wise and just look at the physical. Now, if the person, I'll just be like, ugh.
Because you're thinking of a family and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have real qualities at that point. Okay. Does Big Irish J prefer a woman that's college educated or a regular working woman? And are you cool with dating a chef?
Dating a chef, yes. And then the other question, I kind of answered it. I mean, I'm good with either. I don't want somebody that's so book smart that they're stuffy. Like the stereotype of somebody that's real stuffy and can't have any fun. But then I don't want somebody that's street smart to the ratchet ghetto side. So
I'm gonna hit this lick, Jay.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is be white, and then I'm gonna be. So you want somebody who went to community college?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did everything backwards. Like most people go use basketball to go to school. I used school so I could keep playing basketball. And then when basketball season was over, I was like, nah, I'm done with this college thing.
Really wasn't that into that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the number one deal breaker for you?
Man, what would be the number one deal breaker? It's kind of like a combo. Like any girl that dates a comic, or I'll just say me. Anybody that would date me, it has to be somebody she's got to be patient because our comic schedules suck. A lot of people be like, "Oh, why are you single, Jay? You're so handsome and you have such supple lips and you always smell good and it seems like you would have a girlfriend." And I tell them,
supple
"Thank
lips,
you."
Huh?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that as a manly quality. I get them supple lips, girl.
LL Cool J, start looking at him.
Oh yeah, they love him.
But it's like, I always tell people well, what are date nights? So date nights are usually Friday, Saturday. As a comic, you're almost always doing shows Friday, Saturday. The other nights, for our art, you have to go out and do open mics. So there's not too many girls you can be like, hey, would you like to go out Wednesday at 11 p.m.? So
I'm free for sure.
Yeah, and then the girls will hit you back and they'll be like, well, why don't we do a day date? And you're like, ugh. You just kind of want to sleep in. I just got home and went to bed at 3 a.m.
It's hilarious. Yeah, Jay texted me at 2 o'clock in the morning, like, I've been asleep for 5 hours.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of patience. She's got to be supportive, affectionate, and have her own thing, too.
Yes.
Because, I can't be her entertainment, and vice versa, so, if she's a chef, or she has her own thing she's doing, that's great.
Perfect.
Or she has a video series about naturally curly hair on YouTube.
Hint, hint. Okay, a couple more here. Yeah. Hang with us. Let's stop it just in case. Oh, it's 8 minutes. We should be good.
All right.
Do you get a lot of black women who date you because they are simply tired of dealing with black men? So do you ever feel like just an experiment or experience?
I've heard, you see it on talk shows and stuff where I've heard on shows or other places where black women may be like, oh, I'm tired of black men, blah, blah, blah. Although there's
this many... that's a Maury thing. I'm tired of black men, Maury, he don't take it. You know what I mean? I know there's sane people who feel like that.
Yeah, and I know there's as many dogs that are white and Asian as black dudes.
Right.
I had my time. Was... I'm not
young
playing, but I crushed a lot. What was the question?
Do you ever feel like?
Oh yeah. No, nobody's ever. I don't think I've ever had a girl say.
Subject A.
Yeah.
J. Big Irish J.
Yeah, I mean, never had anybody say that they were done with black men and so now they want to try white guy.
I don't think they.
I've had a few afterwards say I'm done with black men now. Hey, am I right up top? Okay. That's so dumb.
Ah, God, that was hilarious. Okay, and the last one is a funny one. How do white men feel about black women wearing a headscarf to bed?
Oh yeah. Should you pause it, or should we? Is the time gonna be alright?
No, it's good.
My question is she just wearing a headscarf?
Hey-o!
And nothing else?
Buzzing!
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, if, you know, yeah, that doesn't faze me at all. I don't know.
It's hilarious. I don't think most men, like if your wife's girlfriend looks good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I talked about on another video, like it's the same as like with short hair. Like if pulling your hair back and having it in a scarf is going to enhance however you look. So if you're beautiful, all you have is this stand on your face, which will make you more beautiful. And if you're not, it's not going to be the headscarf that's going to be the biggest concern. Like, woo, Lord.
Oh my gosh, so there's 20 questions or 15 or so, I don't know exactly how many, but there you have it, ladies. We'll take our, I don't know.
This will be interesting to see the responses on this.
Jay reads every comment and responds to a lot, so if you want to date him and see his schedule when he'll be in your city, and you could have a date at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday, let us know.
To
Jay
a show.
travels way more than me. I mean, Jay, New York, Boston, Sacramento, Chicago, I mean, he's all over the place. So I guess we'll just take it from here.
All right.
Date Big Irish Jay.
Oh boy.